Hello, you beautiful people. I am your friend Kevin, and this is your Divine Intelligence Report. So first of all, before we get started, welcome all of you. You're welcome here. I'm grateful that you like, subscribe, and watch these just these energetic reports, these divine intelligence report. And then really quickly, before we get to who our archangel is and what their message is, I want to give a shout out to our friends in Houston, Texas, who Thursday night went through several really debilitating tornadoes and are cleaning up from the wrath of that storm. Let's hope and pray and send our prayers out that whatever it is they're dealing with be quick and swift, and that they come to a satisfactory conclusion. Send all the help necessary to put them back on their feet quickly. Okay, so here we go. Let's choose an archangel to work with. Magical. And then let's choose their message that hopefully ties into the other messages. We are on a number 22 day. Now, normally in angel numerology, you would add 2 and 2 and make 4. Well, this is a 4 energy amplified, like on steroids, like given the extra push. And I wrote some notes before I get to the cards that all go together with this report. It's a brilliant day for business, and it's a brilliant day for working on a much bigger plan, a bigger plan than you ever thought of. Let yourself be guided by your intuition, somebody who can accomplish anything. That is the type of energy you want today. The need to be patient and practical so that that bigger picture plan can come into fruition. The angels want you to know that they're with you. They're working for you diligently to remove any distractions and concerns. And their message on this 22 day is stop worrying. Whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're concentrating on that brings you distress and distraction, stop it. Let's see. Be awakened to a new perspective, and be awakened to what makes you completely and utterly unique. Let's get on with our archangel, who is Archangel Metatron. Glorious, deep purple, lavender, the hint of green. Archangel Metatron comes with us today to grant us strength, to release what binds us, that's the worry, and awaken to the truth within our minds. It empowers us to transcend earthly strife. He allows us to embrace the journey of a spiritual life. And the message he brings is, it's time to meditate, come back into balance. Interesting that we've pulled this card 3 times now. So I think it's an even bigger reminder. We have the Mother Mary here, who's been with us all week. We chose the Divine Masters Oracle deck, or I chose it, by Kyle Gray, images by Jennifer Hawkyard. And the Mother Mary really is telling us how really truly powerful we are if we believe in that power, if we believe that it's possible. In my isms, I am open and receptive to allowing all the good and abundance in the universe. The evolution of who I am is always improving. We are always on the road to improvement. Today we've got strength to release the things that get in our way, the worrisome thoughts, the ideas. Archangel Metatron works with the Merkaba. There was that wonderful series of shapes. They're interconnected. It's like the divine network. Let's see what our card of the day is. Oh, we're pulling from the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot deck by Radley Valentine. These images are by Dan Craig. I like to give credit for the tools I'm using, because there's a lot of work goes into that. I'm learning more and more about people who publish cards and books and get their work out there. One young lady who has got one go, there's our card, who's doing a crowdfunding, says it was quite the vulnerable process So I like to give credit to people who do that, who people don't realize they pick up a deck of cards without really realizing what work went into it. All right, let's see. Gertrude and Beatrice are standing by to give us their take on this card of the day. Oh, number 6, Major Arcana card, the Lovers. So, relationship, emotions, and choices. Now, what I'm being guided to say is that this is not so much about romantic connections, although it most certainly could be. If you are single and you don't want to be, and you're looking to become coupled in romance, then today may be the day that that happens. However, what these two, and this is all saying, the bigger picture, think about the commitment that you are making of yourself to another. And when you say that, the reason that you couple has to be binding, receptive, open, abundant, beautiful, kind, loving, not just for you to receive that, but for you to also have somewhere or someone to give that to. So this divine intelligence that comes, Beatrice, thank you for giving us this information, goes with any relationship that you choose. The relationships that we set upon right now at this time are going to be the relationships that we stick with. They're going to be the relationships that harness our faith in spiritual self, that will be there no matter what happens, no matter what goes on, no matter what life throws in our way. These relationships are the flagships, the bedrock of what happens next in our lives because of the great expansion with Jupiter and the influence of Neptune moving through now, going into the sign of Gemini. So we do have the twins, and coupling, relationships, emotional choices has to be for the highest good of you and has to be for the highest good of your potential future partner. So think about a bigger plan about this partnership. How are they going to treat you? How are you going to feel when you're with them? Not so much the giddy heights of honeymoon land, but more so what they're giving to you, what they're offering you, and what that you are allowing in when it comes to opening your heart. Being involved in a romantic relationship can be distracting. It can take you off of your plan. So let's be careful about who we're choosing and what type of relationship we're choosing if there's nobody in sight. Also pay attention to anyone who's giving you compliments that's unusual. Someone who might come to you and say, I like you, in a way that you weren't expecting. Rather than question it, listen to it. Now, the other part of this, which is what Gertrude's reminding us, is how special we are, how unbelievably special we are, and how we're bringing something to the table. She is showing us her sassy self, and she's speaking with angels, saying that if you are seeking love, they're going to work with you to bring that romance into your life quickly. Ask for the fae people. Ask for your fairies, your gnomes, your pixies, your mermaids to go out there and do their searching. You can also call upon Archangel Raphael and Archangel Shamuel, friends of God and God's physician, to bring you a healthy, happy, abundant, fulfilling partner. So this also speaks to your current or future partner. If you're involved with someone, helps you draw them closer. I can also add to this that a new relationship or the learning of an engagement or marriage is about heartfelt choices, and it adds to our vibrancy. One of the things I know that pulls couples apart is the worry of finance and the worry of intimacy and the worry of being seen or being loved or being cherished. For me personally, that is a concern of actually being wanted by someone. To get to the point where I want someone who gives as much, if not more, than what I do. And that's a lesson that we have to learn when we give ourselves. It's not to say that we beat up those who aren't able to. It's to say we make better choices. So drawing this card, along with these others, we can expect matters of the heart to take precedence today. Powerful relationships. Relationships with friends, not just lovers. Relationships that are in our past, ancient relationships. And so in the traditional tarot, this card sometimes refers to as a choice card. So you may want to make some important choices about the friends and the company that you keep. And are they supportive of what your plan moving forward is? Probe deeply into your emotions to find those answers within. You might feel strongly about what's going on with your heart, what's going on with your emotions. You may feel that you're not being heard. You might feel that someone doesn't get you, someone doesn't understand you. It's not their fault. Let's get clear. It's easy because we learn it. We learn in our lives that when something doesn't go quite right, and relationships is one, jobs and career is another, health is another, stature is another, where we see ourselves in our world. When things begin to take this turn, we're taught, oh, I've got some kind of nasty fly in here. We're taught to push the blame. That's what we learn to do. Not my fault. No, I'm not doing it. It's that resistance, the defiance. I'm going to say Mother Mary comes to say, soften that blow. People move into our lives for a reason, for a season, sometimes a little while and sometimes a long while. Those that are here with us for the long term work with the ebb and the flow of that journey. And sometimes there are these soul contracts that we make with other people before we get here. I'm going to meet you on the other side in life. I'm going to meet you. When we come together, we'll know it. And we'll have certain things that we remember. And those soul contracts last an entire lifetime, an entire journey. And it might be just to bring children into the world, to create a stable environment for those children to thrive. I'm going off topic. Gertrude, bring me back. What she's saying is, in these times of tremendous transformation, tremendous growth, be proud of yourself for what you're doing. Be proud of yourself for what you're learning. Be proud of yourself for doing the work to move forward. However, drop off the need to judge and the need to be dismissive when someone isn't lined up with your future forecast. They are lining up with their future forecast. That's on them. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. It's a bit like the relationship you might have with your boss, your employer, your job. I admire people that stick at the same thing for 30, 40 years. That's a lot. But that was then. This is now. With things moving so quickly, companies, corporations, the structure of how they come together must change along with it. And yet there are some that have held positions of power and control for decades that don't know how to steer in the what seems to be choppy waters. That creates a sense of odd security. where everyone's looking for something outside themselves. And this card says, look inside, meditate, get clear, bring things into balance. Release the distractions, cut the cords to the stuff, the scratchiness. Stop blaming, stop shaming, stop judging. This lifts us up, pushes us forward. I think that's it. Gertrude, Beatrice, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for your comments, for your love, for your everything that you do. Until tomorrow, bye. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.